Now, let me ask you, okay, because you are once upon a time you were a Raiders fan, and as I know you're
Yeah.
aware, the Raiders are planning to move to Vegas next year. Do you think, does that in any way, I don't know, jeopardize or make it easier, you think, for a professional athlete, namely a Raider player, to become corrupted because they are in Vegas and they are in that kind of that environment with gambling and
Yeah, they
gamblers
say
and
that because you're in Vegas. Like, I don't see why they gamble any more there than anywhere else. It's
yeah.
not like they can't get on a plane and go to Vegas and bet on their fucking game and go back to wherever they're from.
Oh, not even on a plane, just
Or
to do it
even
on
use
the
a
internet.
phone. I think you can use a phone.
They have
You
offshore
get
betting.
online, make
That
bets.
is true. That's a good point. Like
Yeah.
now, maybe back in the day when like pretty much you're making bets only by going to the sports books, but really, yeah. I mean, like, what's the difference between being in Vegas versus someone living in New York betting
Well,
online
If
on
they're going to
boat?
do that, they're going to do that.
Yeah.
I think part of it is just there's more people around you. It's like if you go into a certain place where there's bad people, even though you might do bad things, if you're surrounded more around by bad people, you might be influenced. I don't know, or easier access,
Yeah,
or
but like Vegas, I mean, like
What
old
about
Vegas.
boxing? What about MMA? They do all that
oh my,
stuff.
well,
Really.
Yeah, I mean,
but
like
we kind of expect that from
There's
boxing,
don't they
don't
have a
we?
pro hockey team or something already? Or
They
yeah,
do
something
the
out
like
there.
Las
Yeah.
that.
Vegas Knights. They went to the finals last, well, no, 2 years ago technically.
That's because they're gambling. They're fixing it.
You
They
sound
get
like Trump there. Fake news.
Fake
No, it's a
news.
fake news.
tremendous hockey team.
I mean, I mean, Vegas is so
Vegas
corporate
is a
now. Anyway,
tremendous
it's all
team.
owned by corporations, and it's like the mafia is big out there anymore. I mean, it's all corporate owned
Well,
casinos
the
now.
mafia's
I
Yeah,
mean,
still
Howard Hughes did
around.
that. He bought all that shit from the mafia.
Yeah, the mob. The mob's the mob. They're
I'm
always
watching
going
the
to be
movie.
there. Yeah, they're always going to have some reach, some influence. I mean, let's be honest. They're the mob. That's what they do. I mean,
I'm excited to go to Vegas and see that stadium because it looks amazing,
does
and they
it?
have so much money to burn there that that excites me to see something like
Yeah.
just a cool stadium.
Well,
We'll see though.
well, as a Raiders fan, I mean, does it? I don't know. Does it disappoint you in any way to see him leave Oakland, or is it just kind of like? It doesn't
have
really-
you been to
well,
Oakland? Have you
Yeah, it's
actually
terrible
seen-
there.
never
Don't they
been to
share a
Oakland.
stadium with it's terrible.
Dude, Oakland
Horrible
is like.
conditions.
I always thought like New Jersey was like. You
I've
know,
never
like
been to
Newark,
Oakland.
like Newark, New Jersey
I've
was
been
like
to
the
Newark.
armpit of America. No. Oakland, California is the taint of America. It
Yeah.
is.
Damn.
It is scary, dude. Like it's like,
He went right for the jugular
dude,
there.
we drove
Hey.
when Jill and I went out to California last year. We did like a little road trip. We went like flew into San Francisco, but then we flew out of Oakland and go up to Seattle. And dude, like I've never been to Oakland. It was one of those like you hope to God you do not have to stop for gas. You break down. Someone goes into labor. Dude,
Not
bad
here.
things are gonna happen, man.
Man, I drove through Compton one time, straight up. Drove
Straight
through
up out of Compton.
Yeah, for my job, about 5-6 years ago. We're driving through Compton. We had to go see a client there, and my sales rep, who I was with, she's like, "I know this is bad timing, but we got to stop and get some gas." I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, we're straight up pulling over at a gas station. It's a scene from Grand Theft Auto. I'm like, wait, I know this road. I know this street. Like, this is straight up from the video game. Broad daylight, get out there. Like,
Straight out of Compton.
Even the dog's worry.
Yeah.
And now you got street cred. You've been through Compton.
That's what I said. I go, man, if I survive this, like, I'm going to, people are going to be like, damn, that guy.
I knew a dude from Compton.
I know a guy who knew a guy that was from Compton that one time, so, I'm legit,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah, so I mean, I can understand like the whole like, yeah, it's Oakland, you're moving out of there, but then it's like, dude, Oakland, it is kind of shitty. I mean, but here's the bigger thing. It's like we're
They
all
gotta have
talking
some good areas.
but think about that. It's like we have everyone spending like billion dollars on fucking stadiums, right? And then these same cities that are freeing up that money in tax breaks and whatever, they're fucking their school districts like $100 million in debt. If roads are falling apart, it's like where in the fuck are our priorities when we're spending billions of dollars on all these sports franchises and teams, giving up tax dollars and revenue when those economies and roads and infrastructure and schools are fucked in those areas. It seems kind of backwards ass logic to me.
Yeah,
I don't know.
but
I mean,
people love their sports, though.
I
Like
mean, now
John
Philadelphia, it's you guys are cool. Anywhere else, what the fuck, guys? Come on.
John, back me up here. Sports, people love sports. It's an escape.
Well, you got to keep the masses entertained, otherwise, they get into trouble.
There you go. Are you not entertained? Like that's
Exactly. It's our gladiator.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you not entertained?
Thank you. Right? He gets it. I don't know. I mean, the only thing I worry about with with the Raiders going to Vegas is
Sucking.
Well, they are.
Why would that change anything?
John Gruden.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm loving the Hard Knocks this year. I just saw the season finale. I mean, I don't want to say that the Raiders are the sleeper because every year I watch the Hard Knocks, and it's like I become infatuated with that team that I watch. I'm like, this is their year. They're going to do it. And, I'm going to root for them. But I kind of feel like the Raiders, they could be a sleeper. I'm not saying they're going to go to the playoffs.
They ain't gonna be a sleeper. They're gonna go like 8-8. If they're lucky.
If they're lucky, that's okay.
And that's with maybe going on a run towards the end of the year when they're playing teams that have rested everyone for the playoffs.
Well, they said this year the American Gaming Association said that they did a survey of like 11,000 people, and that 15% of American adults planned on betting on the NFL this year, whether it be through like office pools or fantasy football or with bookies. They plan on some way, shape, or form on betting, which is an increase from last year, and I think that's strictly because
it's only to make sports interesting.
Well,
you got to bet on it.
Betting is becoming more of the norm. It's almost like marijuana. And John, I know you're a robot farmer of the marijuana industry coming up here, but it's like it's just like that. Like betting and gambling is becoming more accepted in states and becoming legalized, and they're putting sports booking, like for example, like Illinois passed a law recently where now they can, in theory, they can put a sports booking inside Soldier Field. Mike D, what do you think about that? Soldier Field, you place a bet.
I like it.
It's kind of like Eagles Court.
You can bet on a horse track. Why can't we
you can
bet on
bet
horses
and get
and
arrested
dogs?
and get arraigned. I would actually love to see. Betting wise.
What?
So I was watching ESPN 8 the other day.
The Ocho?
The Ocho. Fascinating stuff, right? Penguin fighting. I would pay.
I think you're
I'm not about
to
animals
watch
fighting.
penguin
I
fighting.
like humans fighting.
They
That's
just
way more
slap.
entertaining.
They just
Those are
slap
the
each
animals
other.
I
Why
like.
is cockfighting illegal then? If penguin fighting is okay.
Well, I mean, it's
It's
legal in
slippery slope.
Antarctica. I mean, it is ESPN 8.
Next thing, they're going to be bears fighting sharks. And do we want that?
No, that was Sharknado Part 7. They already had that, I think.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
The Silver Bullet is the unofficial sponsor of the Armchair QB
All right.
show.
Yeah, official shit
They're
beer.
gonna sue you for
I said unofficial. Clearly, I'm cleared of all.
coming for you.
Yeah. Here on the 614 Radio Network on your dial.